Good morning, students. In the last session, we have studied about estimation of large distances. Today, we will learn about estimation of small sizes, small lengths, like small size of a molecule. Molecules will be of the order of 10 to the power of minus 8 meter to 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. They will be of the order of size of 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. So they will be of the order of 10 to the power of minus 8 meter to 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. So in order to estimate these sizes, we need to adopt certain methods. We cannot use the screw gauge. We cannot use even the microscope. In the microscope, especially optical microscope, we use light to focus the system under investigation. Whatever the small size you want to see, that will be focused with the help of light, and then it will be observed with the help of the microscope. That's why it is called as optical microscope. So the optical microscope also has certain limitation. The optical microscope can view up to the size of the order of wavelength of light. You will learn in 12th class that light behaves as a wave. The wavelength of light is from 4000 angstrom to 7000 angstrom. Wavelength of light ranges from 4000 angstrom to 7000 angstrom. 4000 angstrom to 7000 angstrom. What is 1 angstrom? 1 angstrom, in short it is written as A. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. The size of a molecule will be of the order of 10 raised to minus 8 meter to 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Therefore, the optical microscope has this limitation. It cannot focus and will not be able to see the size of a molecule. Thickness of a molecule cannot be seen with the help of optical microscope. Then one can think of electron microscope. Electron microscope, instead of light, the electron microscope uses beam of electrons. The electron microscope uses beam of electrons instead of light. You will learn about the electrons. When the electrons are moving with certain speed, they behave like waves. The electrons behave like waves. So electron microscope also has a limitation. It has resolution. Resolution of electron microscope is up to 0.6 degree angstrom. 0.6 degree angstrom. Up to the order of nearly 1 angstrom, we can use electron microscope. This is because the wavelength of these electrons is of the order of 0.6 angstrom. Better than this electron microscope, one can go for tunneling microscope. The tunneling microscope has better resolution. Better resolution than electron microscope. One can observe the spacing between the atoms. The atomic spacing can be observed with the help of the tunneling microscope, and one more is the X-ray tube, X-ray microscopy. So all those things will be studied later, but in this session we are learning one experimental method to measure the size of a molecule, we are estimating the size of oleic acid molecule. Oleic acid is a soapy molecule which will be having larger size of molecules. Oleic molecule is a little bit larger in size and it is a soapy molecule. So one can estimate the size of oleic acid molecule using this one simple method. That is what we are going to learn today. Oleic acid is a soapy liquid which is having a little bit larger in size. So idea is to first prepare a oleic acid layer, a thin oleic acid layer, so that the thickness of that thin oleic acid layer is of the order of the size of a molecule. So first we prepare monomolecular layer of oleic acid on water surface. Idea is to form a monomolecular layer on water surface. After forming a monomolecular layer, mono means single, a layer having single molecular thickness. So idea is to first form a monomolecular layer on water surface. How is it formed? Listen it carefully. First we take 1 centimeter cube of oleic acid solution. First we take 1 cc of oleic acid. One centimeter cube means 1 cc of oleic acid liquid is taken, and then it is added in alcohol. How much alcohol is taken? You see here. I will just roughly draw. One cc of oleic acid. It is going to be dropped in 20 cc of alcohol. This oleic acid readily mixes with alcohol. How much is the quantity? 20 centimeter cube. That is 20 cc of alcohol. 20 cc of alcohol. So 1 cc of oleic acid is added in the 20 cc of alcohol. Now you can say what is the concentration of oleic acid per centimeter cube of alcohol. That is 1 by 20 centimeter cube is the concentration of oleic acid per alcohol. Then this solution is thoroughly mixed, and then 1 cc out of this solution is taken in again one more 20 cc of alcohol. One more 20 cc of alcohol is taken. Fresh alcohol. In this, only 1 cc is added. 1 centimeter cube of this solution. What is the concentration of this solution here? 1 by 20 centimeter cube of oleic acid for alcohol. This is the concentration of oleic acid per alcohol. This 1 cc of this solution is added in this and thoroughly mixed. Then what is the total concentration now? The concentration of oleic acid in alcohol finally becomes equal to 1 by 20 was already prepared and this 1 cc is added in this, so 1 by 20 into 1 by 20, 1 by 20 into 1 by 20, so it becomes 1 by 400. So that becomes the concentration of oleic acid per alcohol. Means out of 400 cc of alcohol, there is 1 cc of oleic acid. That is the meaning of concentration. Otherwise, what you have to do? You have to take 400 cc of alcohol directly. 400 cc means nearly 100 cc less than half liter. 400 cc of alcohol you have to take. In that you have to add 1 cc of oleic acid. That is same as this one. So in that case you need to have 400 cc of alcohol. It's going to be a waste. Instead of that, what you can do? You can take 20 cc of alcohol. In that you add 1 cc of oleic acid. So it becomes 1 by 20 concentration of oleic acid per alcohol. That 1 cc of this solution, 1 cc of this solution, you add it into 20 cc of fresh alcohol. Then 1 by 20 into 1 by 20. So the concentration of oleic acid now becomes 1 by 20 into 1 by 20, that is 1 by 400 centimeter cube. That is the concentration of oleic acid per alcohol. Once this solution is prepared, next you need to take one water trough. Large water trough. Take water in this. This is water. And here it is 20 cc of alcohol. And this freshly prepared solution, you take it, before you add it to the water, you need to sprinkle some lycopodium powder. The one which I am showing, thin layer on the surface of water, is lycopodium powder. It is a thin, dusty powder. Lycopodium powder. It forms a thin layer on the water surface. It is just like sawdust, very light, and forms a thin layer on the water surface. In this you have to add this freshly prepared solution, drop by drop. And how many drops you are adding, you must count it. Suppose you are adding 2 drops. What is the volume of each drop, you must be knowing. So suppose you are dropping, this is dropper, just symbolically I am showing dropper. Drop by drop you are adding. let us say one drop. If you just add one drop of this solution, suddenly that drop spreads on the water surface. It spreads on this lycopodium surface. Lycopodium powder will be separated and will be pushed apart, and it forms thin layer on the surface. Thin layer on the surface, and this thin layer is a little large in size, and roughly it will be in the form of a circular layer. It will be in the form of circular layer. So suppose you are dropping only one such drop, and what is the volume of that drop you must be knowing using this dropper, so that we can calculate what is the thickness of this layer that is formed. So how to calculate the thickness? That is the interesting question. So there is a calculation. When you take this drop on the surface, see, if this is the water trough surface, it will form a circular drop like this, circular layer. One has to measure the diameter of this circular layer. Diameter must be measured. The diameter, this is the I am just showing from the top view. This is the top view. This is lycopodium surface on the water. Lycopodium surface on the water, and this is the solution that you have prepared, which you have taken, let us say, one drop, and you have to measure the diameter. Using divider, you can just, using the divider, one can measure the diameter. Or even graph sheet can be taken and can be pressed slowly on the surface, with the help of which we can measure the diameter. If it is a diameter, then area of circular layer, area of the circular layer, if it is taken as A becomes equal to pi r square, where r is the radius. You are measuring the diameter using a divider or a graph sheet, and dividing the diameter by 2, we get radius. So area is calculated as A is equal to pi r square. Then you are already knowing what is the volume of drops that you have taken. So we can calculate the thickness by the knowledge of volume of the number of drops that is taken, dividing that volume by area. If you divide the volume by area, we get the thickness. Let us see how is it calculated. Okay, look here. Since the oleic acid spreads into a thin, large circular film of molecular thickness on the water surface, we can quickly measure the diameter of thin film, the diameter of that thin film formed on the water surface, to get the area A, and area can be calculated as A equal to pi r square, where r is the radius. Diameter by 2 gives us radius. Suppose we have taken n drop, each of volume B, then total volume of such drops is equal to n into B. Suppose we have taken one drop, then the volume of each drop is B. If we have taken 2 drops, then volume of 2 drops will be 2 times B. If we have taken 5 drops, then volume of 5 drops is going to be 5B. So in general, if you have taken n drops, then volume of these drops is equal to NB centimeter cube. If n drops are taken, each of volume B centimeter cube, each of volumes B centimeter cube, then the volume of the number of drops taken, volume of number of such drops taken is equal to NB centimeter cube. In this NB centimeter cube of volume of drops, how much is the concentration of oleic acid? That is important. Therefore, amount of oleic acid can be calculated now. Therefore, amount of oleic acid in this NB drops, amount of oleic acid in this solution becomes equal to 1/20 into 1/20. This is the amount of oleic acid per centimeter cube of the alcohol. Amount of oleic acid per centimeter cube of alcohol is 1/20 into 1/20. This is multiplied by MB. So that becomes the volume of oleic acid in the solution. This becomes the volume of oleic acid in the solution that is taken of n such drops. Then we can calculate the thickness of that layer. Thickness of the layer T is equal to volume divided by area. Volume is equal to area into thickness. Volume is equal to area into thickness. Therefore, thickness is equal to volume divided by area. Area we have taken as A. Right? Therefore, NB upon 400 into A. So much of centimeter. So this is in centimeter cube. So centimeter cube divided by centimeter square. Centimeter cube divided by centimeter square, you will be left with thickness in centimeter. So this is how the thickness of that layer is calculated. That layer is assumed to be monomolecular layer. Monomolecular layer means the thickness is almost equal to the size of a molecule. So this gives us the estimation of the size of oleic acid molecule. This thickness gives us size of oleic acid molecule. If it is exactly calculated, it is of the order of 10 to the power of -9.